Yo, it's my Marcus Omarsini back with another video. Today we are playing some COD Mobile using the AK-47. It was requested that I use this gun. I honestly think this gun sucks. Like compared to like the Growl right now, the Switchblade, the Holger, UL, like there's just so many better guns out there right now than this one. But I'm giving it a shot. And I gave it a shot in 2 games. There's 2 games in this gameplay. This is the first one here on Apocalypse TDM. I tried different setups in both because there's 2 types of attachment, like ways you can run this gun. I feel like if you play slow with it, if you just like to aim down sight and don't move, this gun can be pretty good. It kind of 4 taps at like all ranges until you get like super far out. I think it'll 5-shot, but pretty much exclusively 4 taps because you're going to put a big heavy barrel on it, and that's going to extend the range. You could put a monolithic on it as well. I didn't do that. I just don't really, I prefer to run around just a little bit more than that. And the gun like the Growl right now, that gives me that sort of ability. The HVK right now with the 3-tap ability or whatever that is, that magazine kind of gives you that ability. The AK, it doesn't, and it never really has, honestly. Since this game's been out, the AK in multiplayer hasn't been that great. If you had bought like the Radiance pay-to-win variant, then maybe you're like the AK is great or something like that. But it's always been like the BR God gun, and next to the M4. Same with the M4. The AK-47, the M4 in multiplayer, never really been that great. But in BR, they've both been like the best guns in BR for the entire time of this game's life cycle. So BR God gun, trying it in multiplayer, not the best. I will say that. I do think in the second game, I definitely believe you can use this kind of like a swordfish, where you just stand somewhere, you don't move, and you don't miss shots because the gun has no recoil. I do like that fact about it. It can definitely have no recoil. And I do believe, is it getting a buff in this next update? I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look into the patch notes for what's going on in the next update. I think the CX9 is what's getting the big buff. Otherwise, the skin I'm using here, the red action, is a very old skin from back like when the game released. If you know what that is or have it, you are an OG. Pretty much that's really all I got for this gun until we get into the next gameplay and I kind of show how it's used there rather than here. You'll see me move around a bunch. In that one, I don't think I move around as much. I kind of free him a little bit more. Just kind of showcase why the Gru combo grip, I think it is so useful in that aspect. Most people absolutely can't stand it because it makes it like plus 35 ADS time, and that's horrendous. But it makes it have no recoil, so I don't know what to tell you. It's like you could spend the rest of your attachments on like no stock or something if you really want to. Another thing is like since it can shoot pretty straight, pre-firing, but like I said, man, I mean, there's just so many other guns that are already good at that. The Holger, they refuse to nerf the Holger, so if you want to pre-fire, just use the Holger. Or the Growl, I got a feeling that's going to get a nerf soon because the Growl is just too much fun. And they just don't want me to have fun. A little bit of like a little 5-kill streak right here too, by the way. I did have my moments in this game. I believe I played the same team back-to-back games, so both of these gameplays are against like the same general amount of people, like at least 6 people from the last lobby or in the new lobby. We just like switch sides or something. I don't really know. It was weird. Or definitely the one guy. The one guy, he was not. This guy right here, he kills me right here. Look at these shots. Bad shots. Bad shots by me. But he's in both lobbies. You'll see him typing on the right side of my screen, complaining about his teammates, costing him, which they were. More so in the next game than in this game. But his teammates were costing him. It happens. Welcome to ranked. The skill based is getting a little out of hand in these later on in the season. If you haven't hit 10K yet and you're like a good player, you're just walking around at like 9,800 and you're getting these just awful under 10K legendary teammates. These guys are ass. These guys suck balls. I mean, they just can't shoot straight. They don't do anything right. And I'm just being honest. I'm just calling it how I see it, man. Look at this guy getting shit on. Out here sweating his balls off, trying to knife me. Don't try to hit me with that melee cheese. Anyway, that kind of ends it for this gameplay. We will be cutting towards, I think I'm at 15 and 10. Solid. It's a 1.5 KD. You know, you can't go wrong with that in TDM. I was running the Ranger Red Dot MIP Strike Stock, OWC laser, and the rubberized grip, I believe. No extended mags. That might, people might not like that. I personally don't think you need them, especially on this second class setup. I don't think you need the extended mags at all. I feel like it kills very quickly once you start shooting. So the problem is just, when are you going to start shooting? That being said, hop into the next game, play a little TDM on Crossroads Strike. A little bit Black Ops Cold War action right here if you play console. And as you can see right here, this guy kills my teammate, comes around the corner. I mean, when you're pre-aiming, just like any other gun, really, like a Man of War, any of these bigger, heavier hitting guns, Odin, when you're pre-aiming something, I mean, you're not dying. It's just, there's nothing they can do. So I think it kind of plays like that, but it's not quite as good, and that's why it's not as viable of an option as like the Man of War has been, or the Swordfish. In my opinion, I've always loved the Swordfish. I'm a little biased on that one. Maybe like the M16, something that hits a little harder. I'm trying to think of. I'm definitely forgetting some big ones. EM2 comes to mind. But it's okay. You can use it. It's just, there's just too many better options in the game right now to be using this gun. I was just giving it a shot. And plus I have this OG skin I can use on it. That being said, I've kind of covered everything I wanted to cover about the gun itself and the gameplay. I may touch on some stuff towards the end of the video once I pop up the class setup one more time. But I'm just going to comment on some new things, some quality of life changes CODM's doing. They're releasing another patch update. They're not nerfing any of the guns that need to be nerfed. CBR, Holger. I don't know if the CBR really needs another nerf, but it wouldn't hurt. Shit, why not? And then the Holger, obviously. The SKS, obviously. SVDs and XPRs and all these cheesy guns that people use in ranked that shouldn't even be allowed, honestly. I mean, don't even get me started about that. Like, the quality of life changes this game has refused to make over 4 years of time pisses me off to even talk about or think about. Like, why am I getting, look at that, I'm getting shot by akimbo pistols in ranked play. Like, that should not happen. It should be banned. Shouldn't be any shotguns, LMGs, akimbo pistols, semi-auto sniper rifles, just rocket launchers, all the cheesy garbage you see. Really shouldn't even be in the game, in my opinion. Right here, look at this little pre-fire. Heard him coming. Look at this. Oh, baby. Oh. A little bit godlike centering right there. Obviously, I've been popping off all game. This guy right here with his claw. I love the claw, by the way. As soon as they brought that back, I knew it was going to be my favorite specialist to use. Same guy from last game, by the way. The guy who just killed me back-to-back times with the claw. He was not very happy about his teammates in that one. That being said, I mean, you can see right here, this dude's AFK. You kind of see how fast he dies. It has some viability. It's just there's better options, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. The Rangers won the World Series. I'll talk about that for a second. That makes me very happy. I've been like super happy about it since it happened. Stayed up all night watching the game. Finally, it's been like 62 years since we won the World Series. We managed to win every single road game we went to. We won them all. Hence why we won the World Series itself 4-1. I think we beat them 4-1. We lost one home game, and then we won 3 straight road games. Some huge games too. Game-winning home runs. Just overall, we had people step up that weren't having a good series overall, especially in the last game. Marcus Semien wasn't doing well at all, but he ended up having like a huge last game with like 5 RBIs and a home run. So awesome to see the Rangers doing well. I'm obviously a big Rangers fan. Dallas plays some games I'm looking forward to. Dallas plays Philadelphia on Sunday. Notre Dame and Clemson on Saturday. Texas versus Kansas State on Saturday. Is there anything else? Those are the big 3. Baseball is done. We got hockey and basketball left. I believe the Nuggets are playing the Mavericks as I'm recording this video. So go Mavs. I think they're 4-0 still, which is pretty crazy for them to still be undefeated at this point in time in the season. Because I don't think people had high expectations of them. And they're kind of they're good, they're bad, they're good, they're bad, and we're just kind of figuring out what this team's supposed to be when Luka Doncic isn't there. Because like who steps up? That's my question. We don't have like Jalen Brunson anymore. We got Kyrie Irving, and I got to be honest, I'd rather have Jalen Brunson, but that's just me. Anyway, I've been talking all kinds of sports shit. Anyway, getting towards the end of this video, I'm gonna scoop up this final kill right here on this guy. As you can see on the right corner, they've been talking a lot of shit about their teammates. That being said, 20-6, solid game for me. Yeah, GG's overall. That guy's teammates did suck, unfortunately for him. See the class setup right here. All I really changed is the GRU combo grip, and that was it. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here.